Hi, 8th graders. I'm just going to go through some questions as questions arise with me and you send me emails of things you're having trouble with. I can help out by showing you how to solve them or going through rules. So disclaimer here, you'll probably end up hearing my kids or my family in the background because we are all quarantined at home. Hopefully you're doing the same thing, staying home, washing your hands, being safe. All right, so on the first page, units 1 and 2 dealt partly with exponent rules. So I kind of have to follow order of operations along with the exponent rules. So in number 1, I have to do this numerator piece first. So the rule is when I'm multiplying, I'm going to add the exponents. So if I take 4 and add 6 to it, that numerator will become x to the 10th, and then I just bring over the denominator of x to the 9th. So now that I multiplied, I add the exponents. Now I'm going to divide, and if you remember, we subtract them. So this is going to equal x to the 10 minus 9. So it'll be 10 to the first. Oh, not 10. Sorry. The common base is x to the first. In number 2, again, a couple of rules happening. Inside the parentheses, there's multiplication, but you also have an exponent outside the parentheses. PEMDAS says do what's in the parentheses first. So again, when I'm multiplying, I'm going to add the exponents. So that would become a to the 3 plus 2, a to the 5th raised to the 5th. So this is that power to a power rule. So basically, this means a to the 5th 5 times. So if I expand it out, I'm looking at a to the 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So we kind of came up with that shortcut rule that when we have a power to a power, I can just multiply. So that'd be a to the 25th for number 2. Number 3, again, if I start with PEMDAS, I'm going to multiply and divide left to right. So I'm just going to take piece by piece. So 2 to the 7th times 2 to the 3rd. Keep the 2 like base. Multiplying, I add the exponents. That's 2 to the 10th times 2 to the negative 4th divided by 2 to the 3rd. And then I'm multiplying again. So I'm going to add those exponents. I can use a calculator. You definitely still get to use a calculator. If you don't have a calculator at home, cell phones have calculators, computers have calculators. But if I'm not using one, different signs, I'm going to subtract them. So that'd be 2 to the positive 6 divided by 2 to the 3rd. So when I multiply, I add the exponents. Now that I'm dividing, I'm going to keep that 2. 6 minus 3 is 3, so that would be 2 to the 3rd. So then if I scroll down a little bit here, b to the n equals 1. What does n equal that makes this equation true? So if you remember, there's one specific exponent that no matter what number you use for the base, it makes it true. So if you have that calculator, just make up numbers for b. So b, 3 to the 0. What does your calculator tell you? It's going to say 1. If I plug in negative 5 to the 0, I'll get 1. Just make sure the negative 5 is in parentheses. So any number to the 0 power is 1, so n has to be 1. No, to make the answer 1. To make the answer 1, n has to be 0. And that is it for the first page with the exponent rules.